Hello and happy Monday. Thank you for joining me on the Retail Media Breakfast Club podcast. This is the last week of the season for me at Retail Media Breakfast Club. I'm at Cannes this week, and after Cannes, I'm taking a long and much needed break. Taking a little vacation after Cannes to spend some time with my family in Europe, laying at the beach, eating Italian food before jumping on a 17-hour flight back to our hometown of Perth in Western Australia, where we're going to be residing again after 16 years off and on living in the US. We have decided to move back to our hometown to be closer to family, and I'm really excited to start this new/old chapter in my life. Don't worry, Retail Media Breakfast Club is not going anywhere. I will continue to do the podcast, the newsletter, the LinkedIn video skits that you all have been loving. I'm just taking a break for the summer, and I'll be back in late July to dish up more retail media breakfast goodness. So I just want to give you a quick update, what to expect this week and beyond from Retail Media Breakfast Club. Let's jump in. So I usually like to do a little check-in on the stats of Retail Media Breakfast Club every 6 months or so. I'll be honest with you, there's been so much turmoil in my personal life because of this move that I unfortunately don't have the time to do any retrospective right now. I can say this episode today is the 278th episode of Retail Media Breakfast Club, which is wild. How have I managed to find 278 things to talk about in retail media? This is a question I get fairly often. How do you come up with the content or the ideas? And honestly, the list of topics that I want to cover or want to revisit, or want to get back to or learn more about is way, way longer than the amount of slots that I have in a week. It's never, ever, ever been a problem to find something new or interesting to talk about. But I do want to say thank you for coming along on the ride. I love digging into this stuff. I love hearing different perspectives. I love it even to hear from people that disagree with me, which on LinkedIn is, part of the whole jam, that I put something out there. There's a bunch of discussion. People tell me where I'm wrong. People tell me what I didn't include. And that really actually makes for great follow-up content that I often circle back to those new perspectives. So I do love to hear from people, especially to check me and let me know what I missed. You may have noticed the sound in the last few episodes. It's very, very echoey because I'm recording in my home in Atlanta and it is completely empty at this point. No furniture. We're sleeping on camping mattresses. Just got rid of all of our kitchen stuff, so we're eating off of plastic utensils. Oh gosh, it is awful. I can't wait to get out of here. It's really awful, like living with no stuff and no comfort at all. So I'm excited to jump on the plane. I want to let you know what is coming up next week. I'm not going to be sticking to my regular 6 a.m. Eastern time schedule because I will be at Cannes running around, lots of panels, lots of interviews, trying to cover the announcements and trends that are most relevant. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to them all. There's going to be a smattering of content that will go live throughout the week. It might be shorter, it might pop up in your feed at odd times, but it's all going to be good stuff. So make sure you're subscribed to the pod if you're not already, so that you catch those little tidbits as they come in. Did you know that leading retail media networks drive 85% of their ads through mid and long tail advertisers? Miracle Ads provides full funnel ad formats tailored to both 1P and 3P advertisers, leveraging unique AI capabilities that provide unprecedented levels of relevance and engagement. Retailers who want to capture ad spend from the long tail of 3P marketplace sellers use Miracle Ads in their tech stack. Learn more at miracle.com. That's MIRAKL.com. A couple of things I'm really excited about at Cannes. One is something I've wanted to do for ages, which is retail media couples therapy, where there's three couples that have been put together, a brand and a retailer. They're in a relationship. They're exposing some of the drama in their relationship. So I am paired up with Mark Williamson from Costco Retail Media. I'm the brand, he's the retailer, and we are a couple with money troubles. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully I get to sort of do a little bit of a wrap up there. I am participating again in a debate with my frenemies, Andrew Lipsman and Colin Lewis. This is supposed to be a debate about retail media, but personally, I don't think that people are there to really learn about both sides of an argument. They're there to hear jabs and insults while having a Guinness at the pub. It's one of my favorite events. And finally, on the last day, when everyone's defenses are down, everyone is hungover, jet-lagged, tired, ready to go home, I'm going to be hosting a private breakfast with podcast sponsor Miracle Ads, talking about retail media. I'll be sharing some takeaways. They will be, of course, anonymized, but sharing some takeaways here about what is on the mind of retail media network leaders at Cannes. So that's a quick taste of what's ahead. And finally, I want to share something really exciting, which is a new project that I'm part of called Basket Case. It is a podcast that has been produced by the Drum and Qsic. The first episode went live on Friday. I'll link up to it in the show notes here. And the first episode digs into a real head scratcher in the world of retail media, which is, why does the physical store get skipped over so often when marketers build out campaigns? So often we focus on the digital touch points and the store gets overlooked. This first episode features an interview with Qsic president David Haas and Austin Leonard, the head of Dollar General Media Network. There is banter with the co-hosts, which is me, the editor-in-chief at The Drum, Gordon Young, and Mark Wolkin, head of marketing at Qsic. We have a psychic medium who can predict the future of commerce media. We have some shocking confessions from marketers and a fun new video skit from me about shelf talkers. I'm going to play that for you at the end as a little snippet, but do check out that podcast. I'll link up to it in the show notes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch me throughout the week, and I look forward to getting back to it later in July. All right, so just to wrap up, it is a full funnel campaign from awareness to transaction. So we've got the offsite display, the CTV, the social amplification, the clean room integration, and an AI-powered attribution dashboard that sends me a personalized summary every Monday morning.
What about the store?
The store?
Yeah, where 80% of our brand sales volume happens.
Oh, well, we'll just do a shelf talker.
Just one shelf talker?
Well, it's a pretty good shelf talker. Anyway, I want to also talk about our incrementality framework. What I'm thinking
For the shelf talker?
Oh God, can we move on from the shelf talker?
I can hear you.
Oh.